Hello my friends and welcome back to my channel. Today we are talking all about Pat McGrath, and this video was actually inspired by you guys because Pat McGrath has one of the best sales that I've ever seen. I'll put the details like here, and I think that the discounts are incredible. So if you've ever needed or wanted to try something from Pat McGrath, this is the time to do it. So the reason I say it's inspired by you guys, it's because I've had so many questions of what do you recommend, what's your favorite palette, and all the good stuff. So I thought I would do kind of a full face of Pat McGrath, talk about my favorite go-to products from Pat McGrath, and some products that I just don't love, and some products I didn't try for her, but this is what I have, and I'm just gonna, pick them, talk about them, and insert some clips of me applying the makeup. So I hope you guys will enjoy it. If you are new here, welcome. My name is Tania. I'd love for you to subscribe down below if you enjoy a makeup, and let's get started. The sale is for Black Friday. You're gonna get 30% off $50 or more, 35% off of $150 or more, and 40% off of $250 or more. That's like you add 2 palettes and you get pretty much one for free. I think it's an incredible deal. Also, if you signed up for 15% off, like if you go there and you're not signed up yet, so make a fake account, you may be able to add that 15% off that they'll send you, like the coupon, to the original. I'm not 100% sure, but try it because I've done that before and it worked. So I got 40% off and then another 15% off on top of that. Again, I'm not 100% sure, but just try it. So I'm going to start with face because that's kind of how I do my makeup, and go on to eyeshadow, lips, and all that. Pat McGrath has some primers. I think one maybe. I've never tried that, so I can't recommend it. However, this beautiful thing right here, this is gone. Like, I'm out of this one. I did purchase a new one, and this is the Pat McGrath Lab Skin Fetish Sublime Perfecting Foundation. I adore this foundation, guys. This is in light medium 10, and I like the color. On my face, it looks slightly darker, but my body is darker than my face, so it works really well. I think this is a foundation that looks like your skin. It looks like you don't really have anything on. It is a light to medium coverage, so you can really build it up if you want to. It has, the most stunning packaging. I think this foundation just screams luxury to me. It's a glass bottle, and you get a pump, and this foundation is more like serum-y. It's quite liquidy and it blends really fast into the skin. I like the fact that I can play with the coverage. I can really sheer it out and I can build it up as well. The tricky part with this one, I think, is if you try to get it like a full coverage, it will look heavy. So don't do that. Don't add a ton of layers on the skin because it can get kind of in your smile line if you add too much. But if you put a normal amount, it just looks incredible. I think the finish is, to me, it's more of a natural finish. It's not too glowy. It's not that matte foundation either. I don't even know what they say the coverage is. The finish. Let's look it up. They say it is a satin finish, 12-hour wear. They said it's medium buildable coverage. I guess I could see that. Sometimes if I put half a pump, I can kind of feel like it's more light medium. I can't get full coverage out of it because it starts getting just cakey a little bit. It's weightless. I couldn't agree more. It comes in 36 shades. So yeah, that's what they say about the foundation. This foundation does last on me really well, but I will say that it can get just a little glowier throughout the day, which I love. I actually love this foundation. The more I wear it, the better it gets, just because I lean more towards normal to dry skin. But I love this foundation. I love the color. I just love everything about this foundation so much that I went through a whole one and I repurchased another one. And guys, I have so many foundations. I have so many amazing foundations, and this one is A+++. Moving on to her concealer, and I have here 3 colors. Obviously, I love it so much. This is a full coverage concealer. If you need everything erased, use this. I don't have to set this concealer because it sets itself. It is more of a matte finish, but it's a, maybe satin is a better word, because it's not that dry, cakey, matte full coverage concealer. It is a very skin-like, and it's beautiful. I haven't used it in a while just because I've been into my Huda one and the Kulfi concealer, or Fi. Ugh, I really need to get that one right. But I really love it. I pulled it back out today, and I'm going to keep it up here on my top drawer just because I love it so much. It erases my under eyes. It makes me look flawless, and I use a dot. That's all I use. It's too much. If you use more than that, it's just too much, unless you want to be like completely erased. I love this, and I don't love full coverage concealers, but this one is incredible. I have here 3 colors. I have LM7, LM10, and LM9. LM9 is by far my favorite color. LM10 is just too dark for me, but I do mix it with L7. So I like having all of them. The LM10 for summertime, I think it works. But if you're kind of my skin tone, LM9 is a beautiful color. It's not too warm, it's not too cool tone, it's just a good neutral color. Highly, highly recommend that concealer. It's one of the best on the market. Then moving on to powder, mine looks just awful. Like, just everything is rubbed off. There's nothing beautiful about it. It's, you know, it's used and loved. This obviously is a favorite powder. I have a backup, and I really want to get the one in medium tone, or like just the next one, and not the yellow one, but the skin tone one for me. I don't know. This is the one in light, and this powder, it is so finely milled and just blurring. It is perfecting under the eyes. It's one of my favorite powders for there. You have a useless mirror right here. When I say useless, it's absolutely useless. Like, you can't look, I can't see, and I'm staring in there. So that could be better. And I guess just overall, the packaging of this powder, it's not my favorite, but I love the powder so much. I am gonna hit pan very soon. I used to use it all the time. I decided to put it away to use some other powders for under the eyes, but I think I'm gonna pull it back out because it is so beautiful, blurring. It looks like nothing, but it's very smoothing at the same time. It feels velvety. Even now on my fingers, I can still feel it, and it is stunning. Highly, highly recommend this powder for any skin type. Even if you're dry, I think you're gonna like it. She does have a powder, a loose powder one, but I have never tried that one. So there you go. Okay, moving on to a blush. Of course, we love all her blushes, but I do have 2 favorite colors. I don't think it's gonna come to any surprise, but this is my favorite. This is Desert Orchid. I absolutely adore this color. This one has that sheen in it too, so it's not completely matte. It's almost like has a gold sheen through it. It is extremely smoothing, extremely creamy. I used to use it absolutely all the time when it came out, and I kind of discovered quite a lot of new blushes, like the Gucci ones, that, you know, I've been reaching for those because they're newer and I discriminate like that. But this one is an absolute fantastic blush. It blends in so easily. It gives a nice, beautiful sheen. I love this color. And then the next color that I really like is the Nude Venus. I actually try to add a little bit of this one on top of my blush, my Desert Orchid, because then I realized my Desert Orchid doesn't go with my cool tone eyes. But I added a little bit of this one, and I think the color is really nice. Now this one, I don't think this one has any sheen to it. If I'm wrong, please correct me, but it feels a little bit, I wouldn't say drier, but not quite as creamy as the Desert Orchid. So I still prefer Desert Orchid, but Nude Venus is a nice one. I do want to give a shout out to this color right here. This is the Duo. This is in Venetian Sunrise, and for summertime, I use this so much. It is almost like a lilac-y color. I think it is so beautiful, so stunning. But again, I don't use this in the winter, so you know, look at these two. These are really pretty. I have here Paradise Glow that I do like, but it's like the Paradise Venus, I think. And then they put it another one. I gave my Paradise Venus to somebody, I don't remember. And I kept this one because I like this one for my skin tone a little bit more. But these are really nice too, the duos. Moving on to some products that I don't love from her. And that's her highlighters. And I feel like I'm the only one in this world that doesn't love her highlighters. Now this one right here, I'm going to show you two applied. Well, I think I'm applying all of them at some point, but this is the Divine Rose, and this one I actually like. This is more of a baked gelée formula. It's a very smooth, very reflecting, and just kind of like a filter on your cheek. The color is just a little bit too deep for me, so I kind of use it as a kind of highlighter, blush topper, but I do love this formula a lot. I don't know if it's still available. It came a while back, but I do really like this one. I like the way it sits on the skin much better. Now here I have Golden Nectar, and this one is more powdery. It's not that baked gelée formula, and it just emphasizes my texture. I can see every pore when I apply this one. It's just too intense for me. It's not my favorite. The color's not great either. It's a little too deep for me, but again, I don't fault the color necessarily because there's so many different skin tones around here. I just don't love the formula. It's too much of a highlighter for me, and I'm more into that wet looking highlighter. But if you do like an intense highlighter, you may like this one. And I kind of threw this one in here. This is the Pat McGrath Bridgeton collection. I was excited about this because it has that baked gelée formula that I like, but the color is so off. It has like almost a yellow green undertone, and I don't like it on me. I'm actually going to give this one away to somebody if they want it, but this is not my favorite color, but it's a really pretty formula. Done with the highlighters. Oh, I feel like I'm moving kind of fast, don't you? I think I need to pick up my kids soon from school, so I'm like, get it going. Now let's go to the good stuff, the eyeshadow palettes. So she has lots of different types of eyeshadow palettes. She has the big palette. I'll get it. This one right here. Now, is it pretty? Yes, I like the shades. I like everything, but I just don't reach for this. Loved last year's. Oh, I have really used this one so much. It's just my type of colors. Love that one. But this year it was just a little bit more colorful, and I know a lot of people have asked for that, so that may be perfect for you. But yes, it's good quality. I like it overall, but I don't reach for it. But these little ones, I don't know if they're included in the sale. I really hope so, because these are wonderful. This one specifically is my favorite. This is called Pat McGrath Celestial Nirvana Eyeshadow Palette Bronze Bliss. Fantastic palette. They're so creamy. The shimmers they feel like cream. Mainly this one right here. I mean, look at that. It is so beautiful. I like the mattes in it. There's only one here, but the other matte in here is fantastic as well. So this one is the Nude Allure, and I like it too. I like this shade right here a lot. Look at that. I like the matte. Stunning. I just love these so much. Maybe I gravitate more towards these because I really like smaller palettes. I'm kind of over big palettes, and so for me this is like absolutely worth it. They are $30-something, I think, and then if you get a discount, oh, it would be so wonderful. So these are definitely worth it, and I think a new formula from her. She doesn't have the special glitzy Astral shades in that, but she has, I would say, even more unique, like metallic creaminess, goodness formula. Then she does have these as well, which are her quads, which I love. I think that these were one of the best releases, just because you still get this stunning packaging and you get 4 beautiful shades, and it includes the Astral shades. This one right here is, gosh, I don't know the names because they're not on here. I will link it down below. I love this color right here so much. I mean, look at that. This is one of those colors that I think it is just it's so stunning on the eye. It just makes it pop. I do like this one as well. Just these palettes really are wonderful, and I think just because she didn't come out with one this year, we shouldn't overlook them because they're really good, mostly if you like smaller palettes. And let's swatch the last one. This yellow is not my favorite. It's just a little bit too green, but it does work with a palette. So those are the swatches for this one. Let's see other ones. See, I feel like some of these have in the back, like this is a Voyeuristic Vixen palette. This one, I don't know which one it is. I think Rose something. So this one right here, this is the Venus in Fleur Luxe quad. This is my favorite quad that she has ever come out with. I love it so much. This formula right here, it's extremely crumbly and intense and kind of messy, but it is so worth it. Do your eyes first. So I'm gonna swatch it so you can kind of see them side by side. I think in this one, she just upped her formula. I mean, oh, I'm just so excited. So these are the swatches from that one, and guys, it is so stunning. I really hope the camera can pick up just how gorgeous it is. These are the other ones. They're so good. I definitely think that the Venus in Fleur Luxe, is this from last year? I think this was from last year. I think that one is my favorite. I think the formula is better. I like the colors. They're more wearable. Like, I could wear this. Like, just take that one out if you don't want so much sparkle and you have a daily just eye look. Let's see what other ones I have here. This one, it's very pink. I do like this color right here. It's really beautiful, but I wouldn't say I would recommend that one. And yeah, I do like this one as well. This was, I think, my first one. And again, it doesn't have that here, so I don't know which one it is. But personally, these two that I showed you swatches, I think they are the most kind of fun and unique that I own. Let's move on to the big Mothership palettes. I have all of them except one. I don't remember. The one that has all the shimmers. But I am not gonna go through all of them. I have done my ranking all my PatMcGrath Mothership palettes. I can link that video down below if you're interested. I do swatches, comparisons, and all the good stuff in there. But the one I used today is the Mothership 10, and this is my favorite by far. I think this palette was created for me. I will insert a video of me applying this look. It is very simple. I pretty much used 3 or 4 colors. But I find this palette to be just so wearable, yet very elevated. It's more, I wouldn't say neutral color, but you don't have those intense colors, like super intense pinks or purples or greens or nothing like that. This is a more boring, elevated, elegant palette in my eyes. The reason I say boring is because there's browns and then basic kind of shimmers, but this duochrome that I have all over my eye, I mean, come on, I've never seen a more beautiful shadow than this. Truly, I have not. It is so intense, so sparkly, and when you turn, it just looks so stunning. All these 3 toppers, I think they are toppers. They're a different formula than her regular Astral shades, but I kind of like this. I think it is really beautiful, just like a little bit of sparkle, or you can pack it up in there and like have intense sparkles. The mattes are also beautiful. My only beef is that I wish I had just a different tone of a brown in here, maybe more of a neutral brown rather than another like pink burgundy tone. Even the regular metallics, I think they're so stunning, so beautiful. So for me, this is my favorite palette that I own from her. And again, I will link down below my ranking videos that I talk a little bit more about the other ones. For the eyes, I do have her eyeliners, which I have here a brown one and a black one. These are the PermaGel Ultra Glide Eye Pencil, and my black one is quite shorter than the other one because I have used them a lot. They're really nice, really intense. They do not budge. These will stay on forever. I actually remember having just such a hard time taking them off, even with like oil remover. So here you have the brown one and then the black one. And honestly, these used to be my go-to before I tried Victoria Beckham liners, and now those have taken over. But they are really good, mostly if you can get them like 40% off. Oh, those liners are really good and they stay on. I mean, look at this. It will not come off. Even with like a makeup remover, I'm gonna have a hard time taking that off. She also has a liquid liner. It's nice. I wouldn't say it's anything out of this world. It's nice. It's very black, very intense, and it has this kind of applicator. It looks big, but it does work well. I like it. It is, it's not a brush applicator. It's a, whatever the other one is. I can't remember it. But I do have a couple of these actually, and I do use them. I like them. Now, the mascara that I do really like from her is this one, the Dark Star Labs mascara. This is a mini one, and I kind of want to order a big one. I wasn't going to order anything from this sale just because I have everything I need, but I'm kind of running out of some lip gloss in this mascara, so I may have to put in an order for that. So this mascara I love. I actually really like the way it makes my lashes look. I think they make them so separated, voluminous, and like curled all at the same time. It has that hourglass brush applicator, but the only negative for me is that I have to build this up. I need 3 layers at least for it to look like full, but I do love the effect that it gives. It is a very non-clumping and volumizing at the same time, and I like the way it makes these lashes look, my lashes look. It makes them look like I have a lot more than I do. Lengthwise, it's not the best, but it's not bad. But I have naturally quite long lashes, so I just want that volume, and I like it. I like it. Again, I personally have to build it up quite a bit, and I feel like I go through it much more because of that. I cannot use it on my lower lashes because it would go everywhere, but on my top lashes, it's nice. Now, lips. I have lots of lip products on my lips right now. Let's start with her lip liners. These are also, I think, a gel formula. Yeah, PermaGel Ultra Lip Pencil. I have 2 colors, the Supernatural and Contour. And you'll see that they look quite similar when they're swatched, but on the lips the Supernatural goes much darker, like it has more intensity. The Contour is a beautiful color that contours your lips, at least for me. So I like them both. Mine kind of dried out just because I remember them being super creamy and they would last all day long. The Contour, you know, I've used pretty much half of it and I do really like it, but I'm tempted to pick up another Contour just because this has been drying out a little bit and I just think it's time to retire it. But the Supernatural, it's still good. So these are wonderful. I really like them. Those are the only 2 colors that I have, but I do like the formula. It stays in place so long, so long. I feel like she has changed her lipstick colors so much that I don't even know what's available on her website. I kind of shared here with you guys some of my favorites. Christy is more of a just rosy pinky color. It's not super bright, but it's pink, and I do like that when I combine it with a more brown lip liner. I don't love it on its own. The next one that I really like is Peep Show, which is what I have kind of in the center of my lip. I think this is a really beautiful brightening color for the center of my lips, and I like the formula a lot. Donatella is more of her cream formula. The other ones were a matte, and it's a very cool tone color. I was kind of surprised when I received it a while back, and it was like I put it on my lips and it was very cool tone, but I used that with Peep Show and I really like the effect that it gives. And then an old one, which is the 1995. I have very little of this one. It's a mini, and I honestly don't even know if they still have the color. I love it. I think it's beautiful. It's a little bit more cool tone and less bright than the Christy color, but it's a really good, really beautiful color. Then I have here two that I'm really hoping they're still available. These are from the Bridgeton collection, and these are more of her cream formula, Negligee, and the next one is Venetian Peach. The Venetian Peach is the lighter one. I love both of these lipsticks so much. I think the colors are so wearable and beautiful. The formula is incredible. Again, I don't know if they're still available, but if they are, there's some good ones. Yeah, I forgot to mention that on my lips I have Donatella with the Peep Show in the center, and then on top of that I have a couple glosses. Now my glosses, I'm low on both of these. They're pretty much gone, and I will probably repurchase them. I don't know the color of the bright one. So the sparkly one is Fire Nectar, and I hope they still sell this one because it is beaming. It's beautiful. You just have to add a little bit in the center of your lip, and your lips are just extremely intense. The other one I am not completely sure because I don't have the sticker is gone, but I kind of want to say it's Love Potion or Dare to Bear. I'm not sure, but it is this beautiful pinky nude color. It's peachy too. I bet it's the peach one. I bet it's Bear to Dare. Dare to Bear. Or maybe it's Peach Perversion. I don't know, guys. I feel very bad for that, but I think all those lighter ones will kind of blend and they'll look the same. But I do really like the formula. They're very glossy, very intense, but not sticky at all. Like, there's no stickiness to them, and I love them. I actually think I'm gonna pick up a few. I will say some colors are, you know, sold out, like Prima Donna, that one's sold out, and some other light ones too. So, you know, go on the website and see what they have left. And that is everything that I have from Pat McGrath, and just my recommendations, things that I don't think are worth it, things that are really wonderful. Give me your recommendations. I think I will end up maybe putting a small order in, maybe for the gloss and the LM9 concealer. I'm on my last leg with that one. And also, oh, the lip liner. I need the lip liner as well. So, oh, and the powder. It's not going to be such a small haul, is it? Or order. I really want the next shade up or down. Yeah, not the white one, the cream one. I kind of want to try that one for setting all over the face. I think it would look so beautiful. And that is everything I have for you guys today. I hope this video wasn't too long. I was kind of talking fast, but I feel like it'll be a long one. But I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope it was helpful, and leave me your recommendations down below, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.